I love you. So excited to read about your 2026. Let's see what's going on. As I discussed earlier, maybe in a different video, I am choosing to use solar ingresses into cardinal signs to determine the arc of the year for all of us. There are hundreds of transits a year. And so what this does is it spotlights things that are important to us in quarterly seasons. I'm confident in this. I've used this before accurately over and over again, particularly in horoscope columns that I was writing for the Mountain Astrologer magazine. It just works. And so we enter the year in the Capricorn solar ingress of December 21st, 2025. And for you, a huge theme just pops out for you, Cancer, which is investment in relationships, relationship investment, literal with actual money, putting cash down, but also obviously emotional investments. Like, what investments are in play for you? How are they turning out so far? Maybe they're new and you don't know yet. You're just investing. But I think the theme of long-term partnerships and significant partnerships and the investment value of them is really something at top of mind as soon as we enter 2026. Let's do some more analysis here and see what the moon is doing at the time of this ingress. So we've got Sun conjunct Moon Mercury midpoint 1 degree 39 minutes. So it's not really that strong. The moon really isn't that strong in any of these midpoints. We've got Moon conjunct Mars Pluto 1 degree 33 minutes. And then Saturn conjunct Moon Uranus 1 degree 24 minutes. And so because all of these are above a degree, it's not really that strong. And that indicates that it's more in the external world, more in your environment where this stuff is happening, not necessarily a point of personal authority, but more just what's circulating in your orbit. And getting clear and clarity is circulating in your orbit. It's like, okay, what is actually being said? And so I think that you are likely to be just more observant to what people are saying, looking at contracts, looking at the fine print, listening to the fine print in relationships. Like, what are you signing up for? I think that you are in that mode, perhaps breakups in your romantic life, but also breakups with friends or business partnerships or something like that. It just has you being like, no, I'm not signing the dotted line on this bullshit. What am I signing up for? I think it's healthy to be observant in this way. And I think I'm saying that because I think the astrology thinks that too. I think it's good to think critically about what you're getting involved with. You've also got Moon, Mars, Pluto midpoint. Let's check that out. Here's Mars, Pluto. I think that cash is coming out. That could be scary depending on how much cash you're spending right now. But think about this as an investment because it is an investment. It's not, it could be reckless spending, but the astrology, if you are spending money, what are you spending it on? Is it a good investment? Ask yourself that before you spend it. And you could spend it anyway, and it could be a good investment, and it still gives you stomach pains, thinking about it. But consider that this is an investment moment for your life and career and anything else. You've also got this Moon, Saturn, Uranus, which is going to be your 11th house, your 9th house, and your 7th house that is triggered here. It's kind of like a wider midpoint too. And I think that there's just a lot of shifts in your social relationships and who you're engaging with and why. And I think that I just feel like you're shuffling emotionally in terms of who you are engaged with on every single level. We're not just talking about professional or just personal. It's everybody. It's like, okay, what's going on? I'm not sure you're very super clear on your dreams, other than like the through line. I keep saying it, but it keeps coming up. The through line is investment. So I see your year automatically. I see it coming together later, not in the first 3 months. You're kind of laying the foundation, and I feel potentially like a gamble, which is not fun for cancers. Cancers don't love a gamble. I am one. I get it. Like, I don't like gambles. It's not even funny, but go for the gamble, right? Go for the gamble. See things come together in the latter months of the year. Whether or not it feels uncomfortable for you, you're building a legacy and you're putting the groundwork in on this legacy to unfurl in the latter months of the year and in the latter upcoming years. All because this is a long arc. Let's look at the harmonic aspect grid. I just want to see if the moon's doing something that is grabbing our eyes here at the start of the year. So we have Moon, Saturn, 11th harmonic. I think you're going to need a little bit more alone time and downtime than usual. Moon, Saturn, 11th harmonic just disappears. It's like, didn't tell anybody. It just goes and fucks off. People are like, hey, where is this? Do that as much as you want and as much as it is needed at the beginning of the year. You've also got Moon, Lunar, North Node, 7th harmonic. That's really strong. And what that indicates is you putting your best foot forward, doing your best. You're trying to improve your life, and the pieces may not be all the way there yet. You might not know exactly where everything is going yet, but you are improving and progressing. And remember that as you make these foundational steps that are not locked in with a guarantee. Moon Neptune conjunct in the 26th harmonic, that's strong too. It's kind of interesting. I feel that you are leaning on instincts in a lot of relationships. That whole suspicion of relationships things, very, very strong. And you're picking up on imperceptibles. And I think that this is past and present tense. I think that if you had instinctual leanings on things that you engaged with and then it turned out fucked up, I think you're thinking about that. Like, why didn't I trust my instinct? What, blah, blah. I think that this could lead to self-doubt. I just feel like you're not 100% where you want to be at the start of the year. And it could create these self-doubts, but I promise you, you're on track. I promise you. Just feel what you're feeling, feel your emotions, and take the risk. You got this, Cancer. Let's move on to Aries season, which is your natural 10th house season. And of course, at the time of the sun ingress into Aries on March 20th, 2026, the moon is also in Aries. And so we've got Sun, Moon, Venus, Saturn, Neptune, plus Chiron in your 10th house. We're hitting also a Jupiter in Cancer with Mars and Lunar North Node via trine from your natural first house to your natural 9th house. So we have the first, 9th, and 10th that are really lit up for you. And so the 10th house is obviously your career and your public standing. Your 9th house is going to be more options. So it's foreign anything. It's foreign travel. It's visas. It's passports. It's paperwork of any kind related to, traveling and higher education. So certifications, degrees, and things like that. It also has to do with your spiritual beliefs and spiritual practices. It also has to do with broadcasting, marketing, promotion, your voice, videos, TV, radio, all that stuff. So there's a lot going on, and particularly books, because they're different. Like the third house, the ninth house's opposing house could also be related to communication, but it's communication on, it's not as special as the ninth house. The ninth house is a book that you sign a contract for, or a TV show. It's not your motherfucking cell phone, which is the third house. Or the penny saver, like back in the day. I'm not even sure the penny saver is still in existence. But anyway, there's special projects. I think that special projects are going to be going on in any of those realms of life, from the travel to the spiritual to the publishing and broadcasting. And it's expanding your voice. You are being expanded. But I think that what is going on is also a need and a desire to find a natural rhythm in your professional life, and an organic presence in the world, meaning like you just being authentically yourself in front of the cameras, or you finding a way to make your professional life actually healthy, so you're not burning out every 2 seconds and dying and wanting to just disappear because it's too much. If you are involved in any kind of healing initiative or in environmental initiatives of any kind, they're going to be amplified in this Aries season that lasts from March through June, through until your birthday. And I think that also you're still in this cycle of expansion, and the problem and the beauty, the problem and the benefit for you, Cancer, is finding your happy place within it all. Like, where is your actual happy place? Where is your actual stopping point for certain things? You don't know. You're learning on the go. And I get being a Cancer, just wanting things to stabilize. And so that's kind of, you're in this growth, and where's the stabilization? I think you're going to be engaging with that in Aries solar season. Let's see what the moon is doing via midpoint. So you've got moon conjunct Mars Uranus midpoint, which it is like a fighting midpoint, right? Like it has no patience. It is out here fighting for its life, right? For good and for ill. We'll unpack that more in a second. You've also got moon conjunct Uranus, lunar north node. This isn't very strong. 1 degree, 55-minute orb. You've also got Mars conjunct moon Pluto midpoint, and Saturn conjunct moon Mars midpoint, as well as Neptune conjunct moon Mars midpoint. Let's look at the moon Mars stuff. So moon Mars Saturn is really just getting the stuff that you need to get done in isolation. Now I can see that that earlier analysis with your 10th and 9th house a little bit more. There is stuff that you need to do by yourself for yourself. And I think that you're continuing to be pulled by your public life and by your visions and dreams and, stuff going on out here. And it's like, no, I just want to be down here. And that for you, I can see that as being frustrating. I think that it is also potentially it's just too much stuff to do. I think like I'm so sorry, Cancer. There's still more stuff for you to do in this Aries season, but you're getting it done. So bravo, truly bravo. You're killing it for getting all of this stuff done. And I really, really want you to, and hope that you acknowledge that in this whole cycle, you are getting ish done and capitalizing on that in a way, maybe not consciously, but it will result in something beneficial for you because you have been putting in the work and you continue to show up. So you go, Cancer, like seriously, honestly. So Moon, Mars, Neptune as well. It's like the same themes with these midpoints. What I'd like to do is I want to see where these lunar moon midpoints fall, what harmonics they're in. So we've got Sun conjunct Moon Mercury, 17th harmonic. We've also got Neptune conjunct Moon Mars, 20th harmonic, which is cool. I feel like one thing that is important for you to get comfortable with here in 2026, Cancer, is taking action blind. I think that it might feel like you're throwing your hat over the fence in a lot of ways in 2026. And that's not comfortable. It's not comfortable for me as a Cancer. I hate that. I want to know, like, true differential, like, what is the exact desired outcome? Like, I want to know the outcome, right? That is not really what's happening for you in 2026. It is you just throwing your hat on the fist, trusting God and doing the work, trusting the goddesses, source, and doing the work. I just want less slog for you, which I'm sure we will find. We have Saturn conjunct Moon Mars midpoint in the 109th harmonic, which is a lot of slog. 109th harmonic is a 19th harmonic situation. So this is managing and orchestrating. Why I say slog is because 19th harmonic is managing and orchestrating energy. It continues to work. It does the work. It's doing the work. It's doing the focus work. What I want you to also think about, Cancer, is that the work that you're doing is so prolific and profound, as tedious as it might be at points, that this is setting you up for years ahead. So if you're like me and you're like, oh my God, I'm done doing this much work, because I am, I'm done. Like, we're doing way too much work as Cancerians. Please know that this might have you set up for the rest of your life in so many capacities. So it's not, something stupid or whatever or silly work for you. Let's move on to your actual birthday season and see what the moon is doing here. The moon is in your third house at your birthday season ingress. Happy birthday. It is connected to Mercury and Mars from your 1st and 11th. So this is such a high social period, super social, super poppin' for you. You're the talk of the town. You're moving and shaking. Everybody knows you, wants to be around you. What a fun birthday season so far. I think that this is cool. What I'm seeing when we get to your birthday is full personal expression, which is awesome. And I do see rewards and culmination for your efforts earlier on in the year. Why I'm saying that is because we have Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, and both of those planets are opposing Pluto in your 8th house. So we have your financial axis hit the 2nd and the 8th house using derivative houses technique. And that's fire, because Jupiter Pluto expands. It's more wealth. It's not less wealth. And so for you, you're expanding your wealth, your portfolio, your money. And it's the money that you earn and the money that you invest or just get randomly that you don't put hours behind. And because that's the 8th house, 2nd house is the money you earn. So anyway, long story short, like, finally the culmination is here for you in the Cancer season, summer months, summer northern hemisphere, winter southern hemisphere. Like, this is when you come out and you're popping. So be working. You can complain as much as you want while you work, because you're doing hard shit. This is not work for the weak. Saturn is now in your 10th house naturally with Saturn in Aries. But I feel like you were doing the work even when Saturn was in Pisces. You've been doing work on so much, and watch it pay out for you in June, July, August, September. I'm so happy for you, Cancer. Let's see what the midpoints are doing. So we've got Sun, Moon, Neptune, which is really cool. I want to locate that. Sun, Moon, Neptune. So Sun is at the midpoint of Moon, Neptune. It's going to be in your 10th house, your 3rd house, and your 1st. And Sun, Neptune, anything is visionary, and people are looking at you like, oh, like just really, what kind of creature are you? Like some angelic being? Like you hog kind of the stage and the center of attention. So you are literally the talk of the town, and there's more eyes on you for good. And I keep saying that because some of us might be uncomfortable with that, right? And the fact is that people are wanting to see you personally, professionally, whatever. Like there's not this is not crab shell I'm hiding a situation right here. You are out in the summer. You've also got moon opposing Saturn lunar north node midpoint. So let's find that. Moon, Saturn. Moon is opposing Saturn and lunar north node midpoint. And so this is like very Cancerian. I don't know how you feel about this. I don't want to generalize and put words in your mouth. But why I say it's very Cancerian is because we've got this kind of I don't want to go anywhere thing. Moon Saturn is solitude, right? So you have this like very big poppin' social everything happening during your birthday, and then Moon Saturn and the lunar nodes wanting you to just isolate and just find time for your own thoughts. Find time to just reflect on your own. So do that. So, go party, do your thing, accept all the invitations, and then go offline for 3 days. Like just try to definitely find the balance. You will. Then you've got Moon, Mercury, Mars here, and Moon, Venus, lunar north node. Let's check that out. That's cool. So you do have lunar south node conjunct your Moon, Venus midpoint, and from your second to the third. So we have the second and the third house triggered here, which is super fire. I think that it's not going to be hard for you to find money in this time period. It really is a conversation, and money's on the way to you. So this is, again, more about the culmination of your efforts. You are loved and cherished and beloved. And I think you really see that in these summer months, in this Cancer season epoch, in a way that you haven't before, in a way that people are taking care of you. Even if you already know you're loved, it goes on a whole nother level in terms of how people show how valuable you are to them. Like it's phenomenal. Wow. You've also got Moon conjunct Jupiter, Jupiter conjunct Moon Uranus midpoint at 7-minute orb, which is very strong. And so here's Uranus, here's Jupiter, here's the Moon. We've got this going on from your 11th house to your first and your third house. So 12, first, third house. That I feel is just a divine orchestration thing. Whenever we have 12th house situations, I think all the water houses, but particularly the 12th house, is things outside of your control that only providence can orchestrate and control. And so Moon, Jupiter, Uranus is beautiful because it is filled with enthusiasm and good tidings. So you're consistently blessed over this summer month. There's consistently something to celebrate in your daily life, in your everyday world. It's a consistent delivery of triumphs for your own efforts, from your own past efforts and stuff, in a way that's like really divine and magical, which is beyond cool. And you've got that Moon, Jupiter, Uranus energies in your 13th harmonic, the 59th harmonic, the 72nd harmonic, the 85th harmonic. And a lot of these numbers with this planetary combination tells me that you are preserving something special for posterity, that your efforts, long-term efforts, are paying out. Like I said earlier, it's just even more confirmation of that, and that you are actually celebrated and beloved in your community. And I think you, of all signs, really need to experience that right now. You really get this joy. I'm moved to tears. You deserve it, Cancer. You deserve to be celebrated and cherished in the way that you will come to find over your birthday season. All right, so we're closing out the year with eighth house issues for you. We've got Moon in Aquarius at the time that the sun ingresses into Libra at September 2nd, 2026 to close out our year. And we've got some Moon Jupiter actions happening. It's Moon Jupiter Neptune. And so that to me speaks to traveling for you. I think that you are likely to just want to dip, get the hell out of here. I think you're also doing new things with your money. So you're investing in new stuff. You are earning money in a different way. There's something novel for you around this that you're kind of adjusting to, and that you are seeking advice from, and also just different kind of valuable partners. For lack of a better way to put it, I really think that you're just going to be meeting the most random cool ass people that really benefit you in ways that you have, like, it's like, wait, how the f did I meet you? And the type of people that are impressive and that you once hoped to be. So now you're around them and it's like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is now your crew. This is now the echelon that you have stepped into. Whoa. So this is a shift in status. Really. It's a huge shift in status. And you're really going to be feeling it in all areas of life. You're going to see it at home. You're going to see it in your relationships. You're going to see it with money. You're going to see it with your profession. You're going to see it for yourself almost for the first time. Let's look at your midpoints for the close of the year. You've got Moon conjunct Pluto lunar north node midpoint, which is really expressive. It's basically no filter on the expression of your emotion. Things just erupt. And it's here in your eighth house. So I think that there could be some kind of shadiness potentially, or endings with people as well. I'm not sure that this is necessarily the lightest epoch in terms of social relationships. I think obviously there's always good friends and family who will love you no matter what. And you experience that kind of epoch of cherishedness in the Cancer solar season months. Here, though, I feel like you're ending stuff for good and ill. I keep saying that and I'm like annoying myself, but truly, some relationships are not meant to continue, and it's for the benefit of all. And so I think that you're really in that evaluation cycle, in that conclusion cycle around a lot of these relationships. And frankly, even if it's not really nice, I like to hear emotional honesty. And you're going to get that emotional candor. You will know where the line is drawn and where people are at and where you're at with complete clarity. It's unequivocal. And that's refreshing. We've also got Venus opposite Moon Mars, which is a little bit different. 14-minute orb. It's very, very strong. So Venus opposite the Moon Mars midpoint from your first house, fifth, and then eighth. So this is like a different level where this is like hella romantic and getting your freak on. Like, this is like sexy, So I feel like let's not just think about the endings of relationships in terms of sorrow, which obviously it's natural to feel grief. It is what it is. But you might be getting your freak the fuck on. Like, there are other opportunities with somebody like super fine. And if you're in a committed relationship, there's some kind of like new, fresh, sexy energy going on. And what I'm trying to say to you, because this could relate to your finances, this could relate to your business, and it could relate to your personal life, and also your sense of self and how you view yourself. And it could relate to all of them at the same time. the ultimate thing that I want you to know with this is that there are options, and loss does not preclude the awesomeness of the growth of another option. So it's like, basically choose the best fucking option. Like, there's so much hotness and goodness and good tidings, even with all the bullshit happening at the same time. I'm looking at the hot option for you. This is like super cool. You want to choose what aligns with what you want to create ultimately, whether that's romantic, professional, with any financial. You are committing to someone who is aligned with your energy and values and contributes to growth, period. Whew. Amen. Oh my God. Okay. This is cool. I feel like you're going to be going through it it's not like necessarily a super clear year. There are undulations for you, your summer months, your Cancer or winter months if you're in Australia or below the southern hemisphere. Fire for you. Some of the best months, some of the most enjoyable months. If you have the opportunity to take a vacation there, take it. Do what you want to do during those summer months. You're going to be navigating stuff in the rest of the year. Social stuff, professional stuff, tests of faith, leaps of faith. Trust yourself. You've got this. You're building a legacy, and this is going to see you through, in some cases, for the rest of your life, and you will see results.